-2 between the tackles. Nothing there. Well, now we're in the late stages of the third quarter. We'll be under a minute to play in quarter number 3 when the Warriors snap it next. Only scoring since halftime, an Everest field goal, which broke a 14-14 tie. The officials are calling a timeout, and I'm not sure why. Of course, there's one of the Everest players on the far side who I think is cramping. Yeah, this is an injury timeout for an Everest player who's having trouble getting to his feet. We'll try and tell you who that is. Try and get them up to their feet. That's Davion Borders for the Evergreens, having trouble getting up. All right, he's got to come out. West stays with Jackson Riley. 2nd and 12. Clock winds. 56 seconds left in the half. Got a throw underneath. It's popped and almost intercepted. One of the few times that Bennett Matson has not been sure-handed, and Nevin Poppy almost closed on that for the Evergreens. 3rd and 12 coming up. West has to get across midfield and down to the 44 on this 3rd and long. 2 receivers up high, 1 down low for Jackson Riley. Evergreen's going to drop back into coverage. Light box here. Pump fakes, throws to one-on-one coverage, incomplete. Nevin Poppy with glove-like coverage on Bennett Matson. It's 4th down. Warriors will punt late in the 3rd quarter. So that's back-to-back drives that are ending with a punt for Wausau West. At 4th and 11, I think the Warriors really are going to kick it away. The big news here is Waldvogel, who had been the other quarterback rotating in and out, is coming back onto the field. Waldvogel is going to punt. Nevin Poppy is back there for the Everest return team. Poppy is waiting back at his 20-yard line. It'll be West's 3rd punt of the night if they do indeed kick it away, and they do. A lot of air under this. Poppy's going to set up a return, bobbles the ball, picks it up at the 15, across the 20, 25, still going. Nevin Poppy spins out to the 27-yard line. Dangerous moment there. This will be the 2nd time that the Evergreens will possess the ball with a chance to go up by 2 scores. 34 ticks remaining in the 3rd quarter. Again, the Evergreens had what looked like was going to be a touchdown on a run by Logan George. George fumbled the ball into the end zone, and West recovered. So the Evergreens were turned away after a big play. Evergreens have turned the ball over twice in this game. Still have the lead. Logan George on 1st down. Handoff, here's Bankston. Cuts back to the middle of the field. Bankston gets 2 yards on what's probably the final play of the 3rd quarter. Evergreens do not have to snap it if they don't wish. Bankston officially gets 3 yards. Yeah, the Evergreens are not going to snap this. The 3rd quarter is complete. We will change sides. The Evergreens will have a 2nd and 7 for the first play of the 4th quarter when we come right back on Zaleski Sports.
Welcome to J&D Tube Benders. At J&D, we strive to meet our customers' requirements and expectations. We pursue this goal through the effort of our dedicated employees by continually improving in the areas of customer service, quality, and productivity. We pride ourselves on not only being a pillar of the manufacturing industry, but a family to our employees. J&D Tube Benders, the fastest name in tube line fabrication.
In every department at Dahl Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Dahl Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dahl Auto, simple.
The Everest student section, known as the Forest, looks like they're having a great time across the way. Jump around. Bangston, first play of the 4th quarter, gets the corner. He's forward. He's got a first down. Blake Bangston carried a couple of Wausau West defenders with him. He's out to the 43-yard line. Football's brought to you by Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com and find an agent near you. Evergreens huddle up between plays. Preby and Xavier Edwards, 2 receivers to the near but the wide side of the field. Bangston's in the backfield along with Logan George, the quarterback. Loading up the pistol here. That's a good snap. Pitch to Bangston. Near, short side of the field. Bangston's still going. He's across midfield down to the 48-yard line. He's got 6 or 7 on first down. You know, one of the benefits, too, of the Evergreens being able to get yards on the ground is it chews up the clock. The Evergreens are bidding to go up by 2 scores here. And if you're going to shorten the game by keeping the ball on the ground, keeping the clock moving, all of that works to the Evergreens' advantage. Again, Preby and Edwards are the 2 receivers to the near side. This is the same formation, only it's Frame, not Bangston, in the backfield for this play. Design rollout. The protection's good. Logan George downfield. Got a man caught. Xavier Edwards. Edwards got a foot in. Yes, sir. To the 28-yard line. That ball was put in just the right spot. Xavier Edwards led towards the boundary, was the only player who's going to make a play on that ball, and he's sure-handed. First and 10, Everest. Again, West at one point led this game 14-0. 17-14 now, and the Evergreens are marching for more. Cole O'Brien, the tight end's on the end of the top of that line. Bangston's back in. Handoff, Blake Bangston. Bangston gets the corner, but this is a hold, and it's coming back. Ian Cole held. So the Evergreens are going to have to overcome a 10-yard penalty. They'll replay first down. Going to walk the ball all the way back to the 37-yard line. First and 20 after the penalties assessed. Can the Evergreens overcome? Got to get the ball inside the 20 down to the 19-yard line. O'Brien and Miska are the 2 receivers down low. Bangston in the backfield. Design rollout. No, it's a handoff to Bangston. Misdirection. Bangston gets back all of the penalty yardage. They gain back 9. So it'll be second and a manageable 11. Evergreens had everything rolling to the near side, and the run came to the far side. Officially, it's 8 yards to the 30-yard line. 2nd and 12. Be under 9 minutes left in this ball game when the Evergreens snap it again. Bankston carries again between the tackles. This is a big stop for Wausau West. DeAndre Bournes, we saw him during pregame warm-ups. Bournes is huge. Flung Bankston back. And Bankston had trouble getting to his feet. They stopped the clock for a moment. Blake Bankston's got to come back. It's 3rd and 14. With the ball at the 32-yard line, the Evergreens may be thinking about this as 4-down territory. Bankston's out. 3 receivers up high and 1 down low in what looks like a throwing situation. Reed Frame in the backfield as a blocker. Snap is low. Logan George picks it up. George is carrying a man with him inside the 25-yard line. Going to be 4th down. It's 4th and about 6. Blake Bankston is out for only 1 play and comes back in. The Evergreens are keeping the offense on. Boy, that fumble in the end zone back in the 3rd quarter looms large right now. Would have put the Evergreens up by 2 scores. Looked like Logan George was going to have a touchdown, kind of rolled into the end zone. I thought maybe he was down in the field of play. They say no, he fumbled, and West came up with it in the end zone. Big moment in this game. Well, here's another big moment. 4th down and 6. Twin receivers up high. Logan George is going to throw. Protection's good. Looks to the end zone. Got a man open on 4th down. All alone, Xavier Edwards. X marks the spot in the far corner of the end zone. And there's the 2-score lead the Evergreens were looking for all night. And Xavier Edwards has come up with some really big catches in the second half. On 4th down, a 24-yard touchdown pass. A 23-14 lead with an extra point try to come. Evergreens shift into point after touchdown formation. Stasiak to try the kick. To the uprights. Good. Our new score, 24-14 Evergreens. Wausau West needs an answer when we come back after this break on Zaleski Sports.
Elite Auto Care is a family-owned business providing top-notch car care to the Schofield, Weston, and Wausau area. They deliver honest and professional automotive repair and maintenance services with quality ASE certified technicians that you can trust. Elite Auto Care offers the latest technology and is equipped to handle all major and minor repairs on both foreign and domestic vehicles. From general maintenance, air conditioning and brakes to exhaust, axle repair, tires, or just a simple oil change. Turn to Elite Auto Care, your local family-owned auto business on Schofield Avenue in Schofield.
Welcome back to Tom Field. I'm Chris Conley. Xavier Edwards has just caught his 2nd touchdown pass. Evergreens are -2 for turnovers, but it looks like they're going to sustain. They lead by 10, 24-14. Still time left for Wausau West to get back in this thing. Problem is, since the early stages of the first half, the Warriors have done nothing. Here's the kickoff. It's back to the goal line. Warriors will start at the 20. Jackson Riley, sophomore, is at the controls for Wausau West. Evergreens next week at Marshfield. Gene Delisio, we hand off the mic for you. Marshfield's morning mayor for many years. On the mic for our Zaleski Sports coverage at Marshfield next week. Warriors take on Wisconsin Rapids. Both of these teams will be favored for their Week 5 games. Warriors trying to get going here in the second half. Middle stages, fourth quarter, 1st and 10. Throw to the outside. It's a high pass. It's complete. But you know what? That high pass meant that the receiver couldn't run with it. Gain of just 4 yards out there. That's Bennett Matson again. Spot him for only 3 yards on the completion. Stayed in bounds, so the clock continues to run. I mean, soon the clock will be friendly for DC Everest also. Single receivers to either side on 2nd and long. Handoff up the middle, forward, 1st down. Marcus McDonald carried. McDonald's out to the 33-yard line and moved the chains. Yeah, Miles Waldvogel swapped in at quarterback. First time we've seen that since he was injured earlier in the 3rd quarter. He was injured on defense, playing as a defensive back. You know, Wausau West needs the ball twice. I think they'd get out of the huddle faster. Going to be at 6 minutes when they snap the ball left in the ball game. Play action. Pressure in the backfield. Quarterback eludes. Got his hand hit as he throws forward. It's complete. 11 yards to Bennett Matson. Evergreens almost came up with a sack. I thought the quarterback's arm was hit as he threw that kind of fluttering duck over the middle. Chains are moved. Clock is moving. 5:45 officially and counting. Matson, the star receiver, is spread up high, and Marcus McDonald is the receiver down low with a new set of downs for Wausau West. Handoff near side. Big stick there. Carson Kempft for 3 yards. Stayed in bounds. Clock continues to move. Yeah, the Xavier Edwards touchdown catch on the Evergreens' last drive was huge because it gives the Evergreens a 2-score lead for the first time tonight. Matson's the single receiver up high, and there's one-on-one coverage tight up there. Got to look for Matson. Here's the one-on-one. Nevin Poppy is back there. Does that drop? It's dropped. Incomplete. Nevin Poppy, I don't think, turned around and saw the ball. Matson had it go off his hands and couldn't secure it. Led him a little too far. The coverage was good. Clock stops on the incomplete pass with 4:38 left in the game. It is 3rd down. Just with how much time is left in the ball game, West almost certainly has to go on this on 4th down. Evergreens were late lining up defensively, and the Evergreens have called a timeout. That's good. In fact, the Evergreens were slow in matching up on Matson up there. That could have been a disaster. Evergreens will have 2 timeouts left. We'll step aside for this break. West has the ball, but they trail 24-14 on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, I'm Karen from the Hearing House, and these are our grandchildren. Children are difficult to hear with anybody with hearing loss, and I know I would hate to miss out on anything they say.
Gamma, they're cheating.
Even that! If you're missing out on what they're saying, you're probably missing out on a lot more.
Love you, Gamma.
Aw, and they have important things to say.
Make your house a hearing house.
This timeout made all kinds of sense for the Evergreens on defense. They were slow getting up to the line of scrimmage and didn't have all the receivers covered. Coach Luke Coonan, who's in the booth to our right, was screaming for a timeout, and they got the message down on the sidelines. 3rd down and 6 for the Warriors. Single receivers to either side in this formation. Evergreens, I think, just jumped into the neutral zone. I think this penalty is on the Avion Borders. Nope, they're calling a false start on Wausau West. Warriors will move 5 yards back, drawn into the neutral zone. 5 yards backwards, and it's 3rd and 11 now. Two receivers up high, one down low. Different formation here for the Warriors after the penalty yardage is assessed. It's a pitch to the near side, spun down. 4th down arrives. The ball moving out to the 45-yard line. It's going to be 4th and 4. The Warriors will take a timeout. They've got to go on 4th down here. With 4.5 minutes left in the game, you can't give the ball back to the Evergreens and have them run more time off the clock. They're going to swap in Miles Waldvogel at quarterback. I'll tell you this, if the Evergreens get a defensive stop here and get the ball back, the Evergreens are going to win tonight. This is a must-have 4th down conversion for the Warriors. And again, the Warriors have been scrappy today. Starting quarterback Joe Gravine not available for this game. And you know what? Even without their regular quarterback, the Warriors still have weapons. It's a big offensive line. Bennett Matson's a weapon. All right, each team will have 2 timeouts for the final 4.5 minutes of the ball game. Jackson Riley will be at quarterback, but the other quarterback, Miles Waldvogel, is also back on the field. So 2 quarterbacks, both in the backfield on 4th down. Who does the snap go to here? 4th and 4. Riley gets the snap. A pitch to Waldvogel. He wants to throw it. He's hit from behind. Ball is loose. It's a fumble. Wausau West has it. It doesn't matter. It's 4th down. Evergreens will get the ball. Trickery, and the Evergreens not fooled. I think that was big Oscar Latondras at the bottom of that pile. Again, fumbling the recovery was irrelevant. It's 4th down. Evergreens get the ball and are in a pretty spot at this stage of the ball game. Maybe a little too fancy by half? Maybe. That ball just seemed like it was sitting on the ground forever, right? So it is the second time today that Wausau West has turned the ball over on downs. Once in the first half on a fake punt, and there on a trick play that the Evergreens sniffed out. I believe the Evergreens will be running the football here. Of course. Blake Bankston picks his way through. Ball security here, both hands around the Duke. Bankston's got 2 yards. More importantly, he stays inbounds. Clock runs, under 4 minutes to play. I think the Evergreens will be running the ball again. Bankston stays in the backfield. Braden Miska's in the slot. George gets the snap, handoff to Bankston again. He's between the tackles. Bankston surges forward. He's close to the 1st down. This will depend on the spot. And they're marking him for a 1st down. Boy, that's big. Evergreens will get more plays to run more clock down to the 30-yard line. Evergreens want more blocking here. Cademan Anderson comes in. Bigger tight end for Everest. He'll be on one end of the line here. Under 3 minutes to go as the Evergreens look to melt away the remaining minutes of this game. Logan George gets the snap. Bangston again. Bangston is muscled back. No gain, maybe a yard. At some point, Wausau West is going to have to use their timeouts. 2nd and 9. West can stop the clock twice more. Post-game coverage coming up. Braden Mitchell will tell us about his first win in the Everest West rivalry. Sure looks like that's the way this is going. Evergreen's defense has not given up points in the second half. Good for them. Snaps a little bit low. Handoff. Bangston again between the tackles. A yard maybe. Wausau West is calling timeout. They can stop the clock just once more. We stop with 1:57 left. We will keep it here. This is 3rd down. Even though it is 3rd and 8. I don't know, do you throw here? If you throw here and pick up the first down, the ball game's essentially over. I think I probably want to run here, make West burn their final timeout. And then you give the ball back to the Warriors with just not enough time left for them to get the 2 scores that they would need. I mean, Blake Bangston running it for a first down makes everything academic.
So one timeout, because it'll be here. What's that number, Luke? 145.
Yeah, Coach Conley says run the ball here. But then again, there is no Coach Conley. That's why I'm up here just yapping about these games. The tougher decisions lie with other people. Out of the timeout, let's see personnel. It is Blake Bangston again. Evergreens have Cole O'Brien, the big tight end, in as well. 3rd and 8. O'Brien shifts late. Bangston again. Nope, quarterback keeps it. Shuttled forward, pass is complete. Stay in bounds, Cole. Cole is out of bounds, and he's close to the first down. We're looking all the way across the field at the sticks. It's a first down. Boy, a backbreaker for the Warriors. First down, Evergreens. Cole O'Brien. And they're going to say that O'Brien got his knee down inbounds, so the clock rolls now that the chains are set. That was a moment of victory for the Evergreens. Cole O'Brien with an 8-yard reception as the Evergreens throw on 3rd down. You see how they did not listen to Coach Conley. Evergreens will huddle up for as long as they can. To Logan George, handoff. Between the tackles, clock keeps moving. Reed Frayne. The Warriors will use their final timeout. 1:08 left on the game clock. After this, West cannot stop it anymore. Boy, and you know, the first quarter, the Evergreens played horrible football the first quarter. Down 14-0. Turn the ball over. Bad snaps. Evergreens got things soaped up and cleaned up just enough. Now that West cannot stop the clock, the Evergreens can come out in victory formation if they wish. They would give Wausau West the ball with under 10 seconds left in the game if the Evergreens want to take a couple of knees here. The Warriors did not score in the second half. Evergreens got a 32-yard field goal from Jake Stasiak in the third quarter, gave them their first lead at 17-14. And then on 4th down, a touchdown catch for Xavier Edwards, his second of the night. Put the Evergreens up by 2 scores, the 24-14 lead that they have now. So for back-to-back seasons, this rivalry game will be in the Evergreens column. Handoff. Logan George will keep it, wraps both hands around the ball. It goes for a loss of 2 yards. But West cannot stop the clock. I'm sure Wausau West wishes that they had their regular quarterback today. One of the Everest players is injured, so this is a gift. This is a clock stoppage that benefits the Warriors. And boy, you hate to see an injury at a stage of the game where the outcome's no longer in doubt. Ouch. Can't tell you who this is. This injury stoppage benefits the Warriors because normally between plays, it's a 40-second play clock. But they're going to pump up the clock here, and it's going to be 25 seconds on the game clock when the ball is sparked ready for play. Right. My understanding of the official mechanics here is when the injured player is off the field, the referee will mark the ball ready for play and will wind the clock with a 25-second game clock or play clock, I think. Right now, let's see if we can get this young man off the field. Tell you who it is as soon as we know. That's Chris Ferrario. Chris, hope everything's okay. Very happy to see him coming off the field on his own power. Again, the clock should wind when the ball is marked ready for play. Yep, the Evergreens are going to take a knee. Clock winds. Evergreens have 25 seconds on the play clock before they have to snap the ball. Logan George is going to he's watching the clock on the scoreboard. He's going to let this go all the way down to 25 seconds. There's the snap, takes a knee. The Evergreens do not have to snap it again. Congratulations to the DC Everest Evergreens. They owned the second half and are 24-14 winners over Wausau West. Wausau West, best of luck to you for the rest of the season. Your team will play Wisconsin Rapids. Evergreens will be at Marshfield next week. Our final score tonight from Tom Field on Wausau's east side. DC Everest 24, Wausau West 14. Stay tuned for the Merrill Steel postgame show. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest. Apply at merrillsteel.com. I'm Chris Conley. Thanks for joining us tonight on Zaleski Sports. Good night, everybody.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our three facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed. We hold the endorsement for sophisticated paint and coating from AISC. This, along with our NACE certified inspectors, ensure a high-quality finish for every piece. The loading and staging process, sandwiched between the end of production and shipping, is an important step in the fabrication process. Within a moment's notice, we are able to handle and place an entire load onto a trailer for quick delivery to a job site. Finally, the last stage in our process is shipping. Our transit company, Merrill Steel Transit Services, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Merrill Steel Incorporated, consisting of more than 20 state-of-the-art trucks designed for transporting oversized and overweight shipments, along with hundreds of trailers ranging from 48-foot flatbeds to heavy-haul Jeep and booster combinations. We employ only the most highly skilled professional drivers, highly experienced mechanics, and knowledgeable office staff who work as a team to provide cost-effective service in a timely manner. Our shipping fleet is a major reason why we are able to be competitive throughout North America, including the contiguous 48 states, Alaska, and Canada. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit about us. We look forward to having you join us in building it big.
Postgame coverage from Tom Field. The Evergreens take one of their rivalry games, 24-14 over Wausau West. Coach, I give the boys a lot of credit because that first quarter was ugly at times.
Absolutely. We've talked about it all year, and sometimes when you get in these rivalry games, you let your emotions get going a little bit, and they had a great game plan. Coach Johnson does a great job with those guys, but we had to weather that storm a little bit and then realize, hey, we're okay, right? We took the shots, we took it, and then, hey, we can get after it right now. Let's take care of our stuff.
I mean, in that sense, the team showed a lot of confidence. It's a high-powered offense. The team's offense is balanced, and they got on track after that bad first quarter.
Yes, yeah, and that's the way we are offensively, right? Like, we realize when we don't score, it's more to do with what we did and the mistakes that we made. So, you know, that's always our talk on the sideline is, hey, when we take care of ourselves, right? We had a couple bad snaps that first drive. After that, center was solid, O-line was great up front, and we had a guy that can go make some plays and get in the end zone.
We're going to talk to Xavier Edwards in just a moment. Give the defense some credit, too. This is 1, 2, 3 weeks in a row that the defense has won the second half.
Yes, and Coach Kleinschmidt and that staff, I said it last week, but just does a great job of not only having an original game plan, but, okay, if this is getting us, what can we do, right? And we spent probably 45 minutes last night of running through all the scenarios, and, you know, sometimes you have to dig deep in that bag, and he did an outstanding job tonight.
Coach, congratulations. Enjoy the win tonight.
Thank you.
Couple of moments with Xavier Edwards. I thought your nicest catch was over here on the near sideline where the ball was put really where only you could catch it. You had a couple of nice receptions tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I just trusted Logan to get me the ball where it needed to be, and he did just that on every throw. On the one on the sideline, on the touchdowns, like he was just making better plays, and I credit the O-line for that because they protected him very well.
Xavier, it's 4th down in the 4th quarter, and you get free in the far corner of the end zone. Tell us about that play.
Yeah, so, I don't know, number one, you're sleeping. Logan was staring down the comeback, and I got freed up out in the back of the end zone.
Another really nice thrown ball. Logan George and you seem to have a great connection. This was a nice game tonight.
Yeah, certainly. Me and him getting chemistry at practice every day, you know, working on these plays, you know. And once again, I just credit the O-line. They did such a great job with the running block, when the run blocking, the pass blocking, with everything. Yeah.
2 touchdown receptions for Xavier Edwards as the Evergreens rally for 24 unanswered points and beat Wausau West 24-14. That wraps up our coverage at Tom Field. Next week, the Evergreens are on the road against Marshfield, and you'll see it all on Zaleski Sports. I'm Chris Conley. Good night, everybody. Xavier, be in the house for us.
My name's Xavier Edwards. I'm in the house.
That's great. Thanks a lot. Congratulations.
I'm putting you in my
Coming over. Matt, thank you. Good to see you.